Gone but not forgotten, here but can't be seen, so close to you yet so far away. The sun may shine tomorrow, but our hearts are broke today. We cried with the rain that drifts away, but I'm always here to stay. So smile like I told you to. Remember me, 'cause I can see you. Life is not the same as we once knew. Trust your heart and don't think you're dreaming. Look up to the sky one evening. I think you'll be surprised at what you see. 'Cause I'm always here with you. Gone away, I got so much to say. Most of all the words I love you. I see you're feeling down, but I'm there to hold your hand and help you through. I'm always there with you.
There was a nursery at the top. Right at the top was a nursery. That was the infants. And that was the juniors. And I just ran away from all of it. Not very old. Used to just come out and just run away.
How long were you here for?
I think I left the juniors. I must have been in about the first year of the juniors, and then we moved, and then we went over to Widdywood then. But yeah, that's where I come from. My little infants, nursery, infants and juniors. That's quite a smart little school really, didn't it? Do you know what I mean? That's quite... No, I used to go up, you used to be able to go up round the back end and come out through Frogmorton Road. I'll show you that in a minute. And then I used to sort of go out that end. Or I'd sometimes run down here and just go off.
And what one teacher did you hate the most?
Oh, it was a man teacher in the juniors. He was cruel. He was really cruel. I can't remember. I think Mr. Davis, I think his name was. He wasn't very nice. He was horrible. I didn't like him. But then, so is that it? But no, that's exactly I was the only kid that... Well, turn back round and then we'll go back up round Throgmorton Road. And then I'll show you where my two nans lived.
What were their names? What were your nans' names?
Adelaide Irwin, that was our dad's mum. And our Granny Badman, I don't know what her name was. Violet, I think. I'm not sure. Violet, I think. I'm not sure. Something like that. Anyway. Do you want to do where my nans are?
Yeah.
First?
Right, nearest. Nice. Some tour.
And that is where I lived at that street. Straight out there.
You've lived up there as well?
I lived up there.
Should we go up there or is that?
Do you want to go out there first and then I'll take you?
Well, it's easier. Yeah.
Oh, go on then.
This is easier, eh?
Yeah, go on then. Right, hang on then. Chip shop on the corner, we used to go and get scrumpies. Up here, left.
Was it Chinese?
No, no. Right, it's on this side up here. 53.
No.
No, 56, isn't it?
There's 53.
What did I say, Ryan?
What's this road?
Cossington.
Oh, this is Cossington.
Yeah, look at that little kid there. Oh, look at that house like bird, that was.
Can you not remember it?
It was 53, yeah, 53.
Can you not look with your eyes? Remember where you
That
lived?
one there, 53. Yeah. And that's where I was born. 53.
So this is where you were born. What year?
48, 1948. June 1948. Yeah, actually it looked bigger than what it was. My dad used to like flowers in the garden, so we used to do it there. Right, you can turn back left again. I think this is either Padstone Road or Newquay Road, one of them. Right, just go right down to the end. Someone filmed your house. I think you might be on the telly soon. Right, turn right.
I said I bet you that's the biggest drug dealers in that.
At the end.
Yeah, this is where I did that. Eagle House is down there, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Eagle House is up here. That's a youth centre, but they used to have a massive house there. It was a really old Victorian house. It was lovely. And then the lane going up there, that used to be the coal. You used to go and buy your coal up there. But it used to be here. And this is where, on those gates there, just there, I saw Duke of Edinburgh. When I was little, he came to open up something. I can't remember what it was, like a sponsorship thing for Eagle House. And our dad used to play football over there, where the kids are playing now. That used to be, that's still there, where the football is.
Was it grass?
No, it was like just like that.
So what was this? That was that.
That wasn't there. That wasn't there. It just used to. Oh, they used to. I think they used to have some form of a hut there, but mainly, yeah, you had the house there. Yeah, they did have a youth club there. It was a youth club.
And what bands have you seen?
The Eagles and the Eaglettes. They came from here. The Eagles and the Eaglettes. Used to go and watch them perform. Used to be good, it did. Yeah, so we used to go around here. So yeah. Then we used to walk down here all the time. And this is where I didn't meet our dad here, although I knew him. I didn't meet him here. I met him at Port Street Dance Hall nightclub. So we used to go there.
And what age were you?
16.
You remember the date you met?
October, actually. I think it was all in October, wasn't it? We all met. Yeah, it was October the 10th, I think it was.
When you were 16?
I was 16. Just 16.
The days will turn to years, it's only then you heal your fears and pain inside. You cannot hide, I feel the same. So smile like I told you to. Remember me, 'cause I can see you. Life is not the same as we once knew, but I'm always there with you. Now I've gone away, I got so much to say. Most of all the words I love you. I see you're feeling down, but I'm there to hold your hand and help you through. I'm always there with you.
a bit slower. 22. That's where my Granny Batman lived. Oh, I love going in there.
Batters.
Yeah, number 22. That
There
one
he
there. There he is. 22. Oh, she was brilliant. Oh, in that pretty garden. My grandpa always used to have a nice garden. Oh, you always done it pretty. This is where my Granny Batman lived. There, and she was lovely. She was really a lovely lady.
So,
And all the garden was always pretty. He loved his garden. We had all fruit trees out the back. And it used to go on to the back of the school. So it was really nice.
so what road's this?
This is Throckmorton Road. 22 Throckmorton Road. This was where my mum and my dad lived just down on the corner there. And that's where they met.
Granny Batman, who was that?
That's my mum's mum.
Your mum's mum.
Yeah, my grandpa Batman. Yeah. This is where I used to come out of school on the evening, and I used to go home straight across the road down through Willington Road. I used to walk down. I used to go down there. And then my Granny Irwin lived here, and my Uncle Chris. And so we used to come on a Sunday morning, and she used to give us sixpence. And then my dad lived here, and then he used to go courting my mum, which lived up in number 22. And so we used to sort of do that, go there. And also,
So what number was this?
number 12 Throckmorton Road. My mum lived in 22 Throckmorton Road. Lived in 22, so that's where I used to go. But mainly I used to run straight up into 22 Throckmorton Road and get my bread and jam with my Granny Batman. She was lovely. So that was nice.
Say again.
Our dad lived down here. I can't remember what number now. But I used to come down Christine Notton's house.
What are you doing, Pete?
So your dad or our dad?
Your dad lived. This is where he spent some of his years. Grew up. Down here.
This is Willington Road.
This is Willington Road, yeah. And there's a lane, and when I used to go to our Granny Batman's, there's a lane just there, right in between there, where that man's coming out of. And we used to walk down there, we used to walk up here to go home.
And runs on air, mate.
Yeah. This was called like the square.
Is that because it's rectangle?
Yeah, but they always used to call it the square. Yeah. Because we kept running home from school, so we didn't really know what it looked like. We're going into Allard Road now, where I got married from. Just around here, number 6.
So who lived there?
I did.
That's where you were born.
Leslie was my friend, lived next door. No, that's where I got married from.
So how old were you when you lived here?
I must have been, I don't know. Because I came back and then I went up to, so I must have been about 11.
So 11, and you got married what age?
11, 12. I got married at 20. I was 21 a couple of days after we got married.
So the whole family lived here?
Yeah, whole family. And my best friend Leslie Wells lived next door there. You know?
So after you got married, did you come back?
Christine still lives in there.
Was she? What, your friend?
One of them, yeah. Yeah, she still lives in. And next door was Mrs. Knight. Oh, she was a nice lady. And he loved gardening. And we used to sneak and find all the sweets for Christmas and eat them and throw them out the back bedroom window into his garden. All the wrappers. Raspberry ruffles. Used to love them. Yeah.
So after you got married, did you come back here to live?
No. I lived with our nan for 7 weeks before our house came through. So that's where we lived.
And where was that?
That was up in Bideford Crescent.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So we used to live in Bideford Crescent. And that's what we used to do. We did. But yeah, it was nice here. I used to love it, living in this street. This was a happier times here. It was nice. And our Cara's husband, Terry, he lived just up on the corner there, just on the same side. Withywood now. We're going to go to Withywood. We've got to turn right.
The West.
Do they have a speed limit?
That used to be the
every 3
Fighting Cocks, and I spent the last night of my wedding over there having drinks.
seconds? Is that your
It's
hen
all-
do?
Yeah, no, my hen do.
The last night of your wedding?
No, on the Friday night, we went over there and it was thunder and lightning, terrible weather, and we all went over and had a drink in the Fighting Cocks. But it's pulled down now as old people's home there,
Was that just
residential.
girls and women?
Yeah, just all the and our mum and dad came as well, and then
The
we
dad
had
was
drinks, and then we came back, and then on the Saturday morning when I woke up, it was beautiful weather. We had a gorgeous day, but it was thunder and lightning on the night before. Horrible weather. And
did
all
you
this,
have
we
your-
used to walk along here. It used to be fields. All this used to be fields, and they used to have like a cow shed further going over. We all used to and all the hay, and we used to just make houses out of hay. None of this was here. It was just fields. And you just used to have one little road, I think it was, to get over to Withywood and Hartcliffe. There wasn't anything like this. So, yeah.
So where did you have your hen do?
I had my hen do at
Turn left here?
no, go straight over. Do you know the ice ring down Frogmore Street?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called.
The club there.
Yeah, it was a club.
What used to be studios, but it was something else before.
Yeah. Straight over. Not that one.
Where did our father have his stag do?
Yeah, down here. Across here. I'm not sure where he went to. I can't remember. Oh, I think he went up. I'm not sure if it was a spa he went. I'm not sure. Can't remember.
We went to a spa.
I
No.
think I'm on
No.
Oh, that's right.
Hang on, I got to get me bearings. Where are you
So we're now going into the wood.
I know. Yeah, just go straight on and then we'll turn off by the swimming baths up front here. Just carry straight on.
So where did you have your honeymoon?
We went to Bournemouth and stayed there for a couple of nights down in Bournemouth.
Was it hot?
Yeah, we had really hot
Was it
weather.
really hot?
I got some little photographs on a thing and I burnt all my nose and my nose swelled up. But yeah, it was nice.
So how long after you got married did you get fall pregnant?
Well, I was 21 a couple of days after we got married, and 23. So I went to work for a couple of years. I'm not sure where I got to go.
You worked round here?
Yeah,
You worked in there, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's Leo Superstore.
Turn right up there.
Right or left?
Left. I think there might be an easier way of getting there.
Okay.
Do you know?
Okay, there we go.
Well, we're going to Withywood.
So did you enjoy pregnancy?
Yeah, I was really excited. about being pregnant. I really did. But my first baby, Ryan Pearcy, wouldn't sleep. Nightmare. Grant, I thought he was dead all the time, so we had to take him to the doctors because he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He was always asleep. He was good as gold. You were good. Ryan was good when he got a bit older, walking about.
What about Kerry?
Kerry, she was a mixture. She didn't like going to bed, but she didn't like to get up. But
Like
she
now?
was a good little baby. Yeah, she was a good little baby.
Longitudinal.
Yeah. Ryan.
Did you have problems washing the pillowcases?
Right, I got to try and think where I'm going now.
How old
Yeah.
were you when you lived up
Queen's Road,
in the
this
wood?
is it. Go down Queen's Road, or Cara said Queen's Road. Oh, I must have been... We didn't really live here for too long. It was just being built when we lived here. Yeah, I remember this. That's the school I think
Grange
I went
Road?
to. That is the school, 4 Acres School I went to.
Where am I going?
Don't know, turn right. Gotta be around here somewhere, but where? I'm not sure.
Primary school there.
If it's it used to be 4 Acres School. If we stop, can ask someone.
What are we looking for again?
4 Acres, Elm Tree Drive. It's got to be up around there somewhere, should have matter.
So if you get to the school, you'll know where.
Well, no. This is the school I went to.
How old when you went to the school?
I must have been about 7, 8, something like that. Just, I think about 8. Because I spent a year at Ilminster Avenue, and then I came straight up here to 4 Acres. This was the school, yeah, and I had a lovely teacher. She was really nice. Mrs. Ingham, her name was. And she used to pay for me to do ballet lessons. And she was really smashing. And then we moved. She was on holiday. And then we went and moved. And I was really upset and she didn't know we were moving. And then the last time I saw her was I was coming home for when I worked in Wills's. I was on a bus and I must have been about 17, 18? No, about 17. And she was sat on the bus. And she recognised me and I recognised her. And she was smashing, she was.
Did you speak?
Yeah, I sat by her and she cuddled me and she was really, she didn't know I'd moved and she didn't know where we'd moved to. So that she couldn't get in touch. And I was, really heartbroken because I loved her. And then I didn't ever like the schools I went to from then. Well, I didn't like the first one. I loved this one because she was so kind. But the other ones I didn't. This was a brand new school when I went there. First built, and I used to hate the smell of wood. And I end up with someone that does wood. Yeah, that's my school. I can remember walking down there. Into there. Yeah. But, and then we went over to Knowle then. But I did like it over there, but I didn't like the school. Used to keep running away. This was being all built. It was all brand new. All the roads. We didn't have any roads up.
Is it this one there, yeah?
Yeah. We used to go in a dumper. Look, fancy scribbling on.
Now, Ryan, you want to get outside? Elm Tree Drive? This is Elm Tree Drive. Die. Elm Tree Drive. What number?
62. It was up on the left. Looks quite little now, the streets.
Because you got
Do you know what I
big.
mean? They look quite big. You know, we went down some steps like that.
So again, all the sisters lived here.
Yeah.
62, there it is. Is that what you're saying?
No, should I go down some steps?
I thought we had to go down.
Well, Margaret said it was 61. 61 was taken
It
outside.
got to be that side then. It got to be 61 Elm Tree Drive then. Because I can remember we went. Yeah, it got to be.
61.
Yeah, it got to be there. Because I can remember going down. We lived on this side of the road. From Cossington Road, we moved over to Withywood, and there was no roads up or anything didn't have any roads laid. We used to have like dumper trucks coming up and down, and it was a brand new house when we lived here.
And what's the address?
61 Elm Tree Drive, Withywood.
And all your sisters lived there?
Yeah. Margaret, she met Colin, and I think they lived over in that house there, across the road. And that's where Margaret's Colin lived. So she met him from there. And then I used to go to 4 Acres School. But yeah, I lived here. This was my house. But it used to be quite a nice house. Big, but we didn't live here that long. And then we went to move back to Noel again, to Allard Road. And that is where I left to get married from. From there. About 12, I think we moved. And then we went back to Noel, Allard Road. And then from there I went to Connaught Road School, but that's sort of pulled down now. That's not there anymore.
What was that? Your senior school?
That was a senior school, yeah.
How long were you at Connaught Road for? This way?
Well, I left at 15. Yeah, we left, and then I left when I was 20, well, nearly 21, when I got married. And then we lived at Broomhill Road then.
139?
139 Broomhill Road.
So what was your favourite house you lived in? What's your fondest memory as a child?
My fondest memories was Allard Road, where I got married from. But I didn't like the school, hated school. Didn't like school. The best school and teacher I ever had was that one in 4 Acres School. She was really kind to me. She was lovely.
So what type of child were you at school? Were you naughty, quiet, shy?
Quiet and shy. I was really reserved and nervous. What I didn't like is, like, obviously our mum kept moving all the time, and I think it upsets you. So yeah, where we sort of kept moving, you didn't seem to settle at all, and then you had to be up and gone again. So that was not very nice. Didn't like that.
Did you ever go swimming?
That's why I was adamant. No, that's why I was adamant when you lot was little, that if we ever moved, it'd be you still kept your school, so that you wouldn't be disrupted.
Is that why I moved 4 times?
What, your schools? Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah, there. That one.
It is, isn't it?
That's that one.
That's yeah, and it's small.
There it is, that one. Where? There.
Is this it?
I think that missing word is.
What, that garage?
built there, aren't they?
Yeah.
You're saying night.
That was Sid's house, wasn't it?
Let's have a
What one is it?
That's where I caught that van. Taking that van, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
What, this one?
That's Sid's house.
This was all
Yeah.
That was our neighbour.
This
They
is our house.
cigars. But this one like this is like a garage here, that one there. That garage.
That garage was there, wasn't it?
No. Because you used to walk up here that.
So what number is it?
You used to come out here and play, didn't you?
This one.
This one? It's this one.
Is it?
That's Janet's, that was.
Oh.
It's this one. Used to all come out the lane and play. I can't see. Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah.
139 Broomhill Road, that's where you were all born, in there. That's my history.
Let's all get up and dance to a song that was a hit before your mother was born. Though she was born a long, long time ago, your mother should know. Your mother should know. Sing it again. Let's all get up and dance to a song that was a hit before your mother was born. Though she was born a long, long time ago, your mother should know. mother was born, though she was born a long, long time ago. Your mother should know. Your mother should know. Your mother should know. Your mother should know. Sing it again. Ta da 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 da. Though she was born